Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth Alpha 14, episode 2 today. Let's go ahead and do a daily update. Oh, that's not the way you want to start. Simple merchant has arrived. We don't have any interest in what you have to sell. Let's go ahead and take a look, slice up a bit here, and we need to keep working on our copper vein here, just to get as much as we can, because we are going to need a blacksmith eventually, especially if we want a trapper. The next thing we kind of want to play with a little bit here is the new building mechanics. So you can now put castle roofs on top of things, essentially. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff too. Perfect, nailed it. And then we may, and we might, let's take a look here at roads. Doesn't look like there are any new roads, so to speak, but we can, and we shall, place some roads down. And something just like a so. We are gonna have some baddies up here. Oh my lord, there's a ton of baddies. Okay, finish editing, build. Yes, start building, thank you. Both of our footmen are up here. They're like little saplings, essentially, that spawned right there. That's interesting. Tons and tons of new enemies in this version of Stonehearth. If you haven't noticed already, we had wolves. We just had tree saplings there, and we also had, or I've seen kind of like little rock, like little elemental guys before as well. This is the second time I've recorded this episode. Simply because the first time I was trying to kind of mess around with the building mechanics and ended up just crashing out all of Alpha 14. It was just really, really bad. So I decided I was just going to exit out, not save it, and start over from the end of episode 1. Which I think is the better idea. It makes for better video, and it makes for hopefully being able to show off some of these new features. I know that this stockpile is going to continue building up on us here, so I think what we do here, let's go ahead and create 5 of these bandages, just to make sure we're utilizing all of our resources appropriately. Take a look here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 more chairs from the carpenter, actually. Go in here. Make 2 of those. Thank you very much. And then what we also want to do is go ahead and make 2 of those as well. The reason for that is I want to cover up this mining shaft, essentially, and I found in the last time I was trying to record this episode that 2 double-sided doors right next to each other fit perfectly between that. And it looks really, really good at the same time, so pretty stoked about it. Let's get rid of that angle there. So once we're done kind of building and tearing down the scaffolding of this building, I think we're going to start up here and potentially up here and try to build a couple kind of little tiny towers, more or less. This farm is doing wonders for us. I don't think we're going to miss very many food scores in this game. Let's take a look here. We have enough. I think we're going to have enough resources to build the towers that I want to build. Let's take a look here. They still have a ways to go on that mine shaft, so it's all good. I feel good about it. Can we not be highlighting that? Perfect, thank you. So it's Alpha 14. It is a dev copy, essentially. Not a dev copy, but a dev build. So it is still a little bit buggy. I've definitely ran into a couple things that were kind of more or less game breaking. But that's the whole point of this, so that the people who are passionate about the game can play it and then kind of give feedback to the developers and say like, hey, I was trying to do this thing, it wasn't quite working the way that I think it's intended to work. Which we'll definitely be submitting here. But let's take a look. Let us custom design a building. Let's get the foundation. We're gonna do stone. And we kind of want to do something pretty small, maybe just like a 10 by 10. It's not going to be something really fancy. Floor material, we already have that. Do we need floor material? I thought this was just foundation. Yeah, I don't think we need to put a floor in as well. What are we fighting over here? What's going on? And do we have a handle on it? I think we have a handle on it. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and put up some walls here, just like what you got in my way. Just like so. And then rather than do anything crazy here, because last time I tried it just destroyed the game, let's try out these stone castle roofs. They look interesting. Let's take a look like so. The overhang is 1. We can change this to 0. Let's see if that looks any better. It looks a little bit better, I suppose. Let's go ahead. Max height, let's take a look at this. So that's gonna make it taller. Is it making it taller? I can't tell. Max height 5? What if we just like crank this all the way up? I don't think it's making a difference. Let's go ahead. We're just gonna place a roof on it just so we can see it in action here. And then what we need to do is add some doors as well. So wooden double door I think is what we're gonna go with. Maybe one like right here, and then one right here as well. Why did you change all of a sudden? I wonder out loud to myself mostly. Stone wall. Roof material, I want it to be this. That is what I want from this building. Can we do that? Let's take a look. I think it's under decorations, and we'll put maybe something like a so, and maybe just kind of all around, just like this. And we'll make more of them, so no worries there. Can we keep placing these? We can. Perfect. I see that you've arrived with wares to sell. To sell? To sell, rather. Are these even? They are. Okay, perfect. And then can we put one more like so? And I think that's pretty much all I want from that one building. So can we say finished editing? And let's go ahead and build it. And then we'll save it as tower. Save it. Okay. Tower. Perfect. Nailed it. And we'll call it good. So they should build that without any issues. I didn't get any like console errors or anything like that. We don't need to buy anything. Food did it, and we did it. Okay, perfect. Welcome aboard, Mana. And let's continue kind of building out this road a little bit as well. Design building. Design building. Design a building. Do we have to finish this building before it allows us to build another building? That would be interesting and kind of strange. But I suppose we'll figure it out as we go. I wanted to continue the road, but I guess that's just not in the cards for right now. Let's take a look at our new guy here. Not super talented in any meaningful way, so you're going to become a mason. Congratulations on your promotion. I hope you enjoy it. And they are going to do that, right? So we're going to need some more wall-mounted lanterns. At least a couple, and we're going to need a couple more double doors as well. So I'm going to make 2 of those. A goblin sneaks into camp. Okay, that's fine. Let's just build like 8 of those. Footman level 1. Okay, so we're just dealing with some goblins. Nothing too serious here. Done. And we have a wolf down here as well. I think we'll just let him be for the time being. We're kind of like surrounded this little thicket of trees. I kind of like that. So they're building the columns. And it looks like it's lunchtime, so they're probably paused building for the time being. But I'm really curious to see how it seems like every time I try to make a custom building, it never works out the way I want it to. So we'll see if this works out the way we want it to. We should have a bunch of double doors here that I want to place. Just like so. One there. And then one there as well. So that will be the new entrance to our cave. It looks like they're doing it. For the most part. We got most of the lanterns up, which is great. I'm just hoping it doesn't interfere with the scaffolding at this point. Okay, nailed that. Nailed that. And they're gonna continue on. We'll see how that works. It might work, it might not. We'll have to see. Can we get into the building editor? Yes, yes we can. Perfect. Okay, let's continue the road system here at least. You never know with Stonehearth. You never know. it could go either way, honestly. And then we'll just continue it out just like so. I think that's probably far enough for now. And then over here we're gonna do something very, 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 very similar, where we'll just kind of do something like this maybe. So one like that, one like that, one like that, and then build it out the rest of the way, just like that. Perfect. Finished editing. Build it. Yes. Thank you. So we're gonna get the road system put together a little bit better. I'm really curious to see if this works at all. It looks like they got the foundation. They're getting the wall set up. It'll be pretty cool to have those castle roofs. It kind of opens up a little bit more, a little more possibility in terms of the building in the game so far. And we desperately need to get. Let's take a look here. It should be under. What should it be under? Let's take a look. Mason, show me your workshop. Get rid of this screen. Come back here a little bit. So we need to get the workbench going. We're just gonna go ahead and craft that, and we'll just place it down right there. What do we need? Oh, we have more than enough for a blacksmith hammer. Okay, we're killing it. And we'll also make the stone maul both for both of our footmen rather. Okay, place item, mason workshop. Put it down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And let's take a look here. What can we build? We can't build that. It requires mason level 3. Jeez. So we know this is a tried and true strategy, right? Like we can just build like 20 of these things and we know that that's going to work for us. The other thing I want to kind of check out here is not that, but this, the freestanding walls. How do they work? And is it something that we can deconstruct if we hate it? That's the important part. So like, do you just kind of place them like so? Oh yeah, that is literally all you do. Do we have to place it like that, I wonder? And then we can place one maybe like right here to right here. And then here to here. Here to here. Let's just try that. Let's say build. We'll say yes, start building that. We'll see how that looks. We'll see if it's, we didn't come close on food, unfortunately. Which is really surprising. Because we have a lot of food growing, essentially. Can we take a look here? Silkweed, flowers, flowers. I guess we only have 3 different food crops, but I feel like that should still be enough. We could expand this a little bit more if we really needed to. But for now, I'm not too worried about it. Trader approaches. No. Mason level 1, very proud of you. Footman level 2, I'm very proud of you. Perfect. Can we get that off there? We can, thank you. Let's take a look at our Mason who's potentially needlessly building all these things. We're gonna build 2 stone mauls because we need them. And then from there, that might be all we build. Mason level 2, perfect, okay. Let's take another look, we may as well. Character sheet is not what we wanted. We want the workbench. And we can now make a cook spoon, which we may as well. There's no point not to. Potter's cutter, same exact reasoning. I think that'll do it for now. It looks like they're starting to build the walls. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm holding my breath. This looks not terrible-ish. Sorta. It could be worse. It could be much worse. I kind of like it. We'll see. It kind of seems like the walls are gonna be almost as tall as it. But the last time I tried, so what I tried to doing last time is essentially putting 2 stories on this, and it just destroyed Alpha 14 essentially in terms of. Oh my god. But there's a chest there that I kind of want. We'll wait. We'll wait until we get the stone mall for both of our footmen, and then maybe we go over there and see exactly what we can and can't do about that giant zombie. Do we have plans on taking this scaffolding down? Because that would be great if we had plans to do that. The walls are coming along in lightning fast speed, which is perfect. Both of our footmen should have these. Should have both the stone malls. Let's make an attack command. And here they come. And you know we gotta take a screenshot of that. Okay, so we got a little bit of loot, not a ton. It looks like they've finished their attack command, so we can actually probably just loot all of this, as a matter of fact. So giant zombie, not too bad. Feel pretty good about it. And it looks like they have, in fact, removed all the scaffolding. Not too bad. Could it be better? Maybe. It could be worse. It could have broken the game. So I feel good about it. Let's get rid of some of these trees real quick, just to make room for these walls if they, in fact, do end up looking good. And I think, actually, that might be a good place to call it here. Really, it's just kind of building out these walls, and we should have, yep, we do. We have that section of road that still needs to be completed. Do we have wood? Okay, yeah, we have plenty of wood to do that. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more Stonehearth Alpha 14 content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next episode.